And then last night, the same thunderstorms that brought relief from the heat in our area also took the life in Carroll County. And tonight we are learning more about the victim. WMAR 2 News' Jeff Hager joins us now with this story. Jeff?
Jamie, the Carroll County Sheriff's Office has identified the victim as 89-year-old Harry Swan. And his death came almost 3 hours after storms initially knocked down trees in his neighborhood. If it was not a tornado that passed over Bloom Road here in Finksburg, Brandon Welch says the strong winds packed all of the punch of one.
It was basically a bunch of big black clouds came up, and then the wind got really, really heavy. And I'm standing in the living room, and I could look out more than one window, and it was blowing in all directions around my house and tearing branches off of the trees and everything.
The thunderstorm knocked down trees and power lines in the middle of the afternoon. And a few hours later, Welch's wife, Erin, returned home to find her neighbors breathing a collective sigh of relief.
Initially, we were all very grateful that it didn't seem that, on this street anyway, it didn't seem that that any homes or any vehicles were damaged. It was all trees, and that can be cleaned up and fixed. And so the mood was very, jovial sort of. And then all of a sudden, a few hours later, a lot of emergency equipment came.
Rescue units called to the scene after a neighbor discovered 89-year-old Harry Swan had been pinned by a falling tree outside his home.
The man had come out from his house to look at the damage, like a tree branch had gone through the side of his house apparently, and then just the actual the tree itself fell on him.
Swan's neighbors say the accident happened almost 3 hours after the storm had passed, and there's no way he could have known stepping outside that he would be placing his life in danger.
He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything reckless. It's very unfortunate that he got killed.
Now, the National Weather Service is still assessing the extent of the damage and what appeared on radar at the time before it will actually determine whether someone will tour the Finksburg area to determine whether it was a tornado that touched down.